And yes, hiding in the forest down here is Jeff the ref, as he says we are a go-go for the first round of the preliminations of the Tournament of the Old World, featuring the Empire. Now today is a bit of a civil war battle here, as we've got the forces of Emperor Karl Franz versus Volkmar the Grim. Volkmar at the moment appears to be getting some kind of buff going on for his forces. He's got a forward unit of Outriders who are equipped with their blunderbusses and the such. He has some artillery in the form of a great cannons, supported there by an Empire captain. We've got a unit of halberdiers. His sort of signature group of some flagellants. They never break, they never tire. They handgunners to give very powerful long-range fire support. Volkmar there at the back of his forces on a, I believe, a barded warhorse, with his green protection thingy. I'm sure someone knows exactly what that is. Some Demigryph Knights, very powerful shot cavalry. Some Huntsmen, basic archery boys. Lovely little feathered hats and the such. And finally, rounding out, is a unit of good old frontline swordsmen. Across from them, just through this copse of woods here, is the Emperor's forces, featuring some spearmen equipped with shields, another unit of horsemen, I was going to say swordsmen, 2 units of swordsmen, with his own unit of outriders. Karl Franz this time has also arrived on horseback, ready to swing the, is it the Heldenhammer, I think it is? He has a group of archers as well, but he's got mortars, which have a bit more of a deadly effect at range. He's also got some Demigryph Knights and a spearman with shields, so there's some similarities here between both forces. We've got, you know, some artillery through both, and we've got Demigryph Knights, we've got Outriders at the front, but we definitely have more of a ranged kind of focus here with Volkmar's forces compared to a bit more of a brawly kind of setup. So we're going to get into this, oops, press the wrong button, and see how this plays out. Now, I'm imagining the mortars are going to be quite important here. Oh, I also forgot to mention, yes, sorry, the Empire forces of Karl Franz also bring a Bright Wizard, so magic is going to play a big part as we watch the first round come in. In fact, let's see this in slow motion. Oh, that's going to land right in the middle. Oh my god, it beamed that guy right in the face. Oh, this bloke here, look at him go. I'm surprised he's intact, and he just crumples to the floor. I'd be surprised if he survived that. He did! He got up! Good God! He got hit square in the face. Oh, there's a magic missile flies in there. The Outriders taking casualties at this early stage. The mortars, as I said, they're already playing havoc. The flagellants have lost more than a dozen of their own men. The great cannons, unfortunately, are in a really unfortunate and crappy spot. Only being able to give sporadic return fire, and as usual, for some reason with the AI, they always tend to put their artillery units like cannons on the flank, and they never seem to protect them. I'd love to see if Creative Assembly will ever kind of address that issue. Now, this is where the ranged firepower is definitely going to have to come into play for Volkmar's forces, and I realise it's going to get a little difficult to tell the banners apart because we've got red-edged versus blue-edged banners, so I'll be trying my best to keep up. There was a flaming skull just flew past, but unfortunately for the Bright Wizard, he hit and zip with that. He didn't do a goddamn thing. Now, the Demigryph Knights have charged in, but unfortunately they have gone in against, well, not only the Emperor himself, but he's also gone in against 2 units of swordsmen. Those Demigryph Knights, they're powerful, don't get me wrong. They're a deadly, armor-piercing beast of a unit, and in long campaigns they can do a lot of damage very quickly, but it's not going to be enough, and they are immediately going to break, especially in the presence of the Emperor. A lot of Volkmar's forces now seem to be trying to reorganize or just seem to panic. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Volkmar is using a Grand Shield of Faith ability, but I'm not sure who he's using. I think he's using it on the units that aren't actually under attack at the moment, so that hasn't helped. Volkmar himself, realistically, should be getting involved here. He should be at the front line, he should be supporting his troops, but instead he has simply just wandered around aimlessly on the field, gaining weight. I'm not sure what Volkmar's doing, he just seems to be running away the whole time. And now Karl Franz's Demigryph Knights, although they, to be fair, have taken a fair old whack, have charged in and are now mauling the ranged units of Volkmar, as others are fleeing. The Empire Captain's gotten stuck in, but who knows how long he'll be able to last, especially against the entire unit of spearmen on his own. The Flagellants will be a unit that will fight until dead, and they will do good damage in the time that they are on their feet, swinging like madmen, but they're unarmoured, they're crazed, some of them are blind. They're just mentalists with spiky, maces. There's not much that's going to go on for them against well-trained, drilled swordsmen of the Empire. And I think this one's easily callable. I think Jeff is going to be close to calling this one as a finish. The Outriders are going to do a lot of damage here if we get a look. Oh yeah, we can see those casualties coming in. Round after round flying in. You can just see Empire spearmen dropping with every volley. Oh, the Emperor just flies in, smacks a group of people there. You can still see the volleys of fire coming in. You can see you see troopers dying left, right, and centre as they get hit by bullets that go flying. And it's a nasty shot. Oh, that guy got hit by a bullet. He just stumbled apparently. Oh, dead. Death's flying in. Now this is the kind of thing the Outriders should have been doing early on, rather than sort of getting stuck in at the front, being a harassment force that can do a lot of damage quickly. But of course there are the opposing Outriders that are also now laying fire down on these horseboys, and they're not going to last much longer. Even if they do put in some fire against the enemy spearmen, it's not really going to help them. The Empire captain is about ready to flee. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, there goes it. The Outriders are completely broken. That's it. His forces are done. And in very short order, this has been a victory for the Emperor, Karl Franz. And not surprising. Not surprising. I would say it was an emphatic win there. A very clear defeat. And yeah, there's and Jeff's called it. Close defeat is what it says here, but I'm not inclined to agree with that. I think for the losses, we have definitely seen a very staggering loss there for Volkmar, and the losses for the Emperor Karl Franz's side is a lot lighter by comparison. I would say actually the Bright Wizards was probably the weakest aspect of his entire army. I don't think it did much, if anything at all, but there we go. We'll see next time. In fact, we can have a breakdown of the forces there. So Volkmar brought 678 men, lost 476 with 202 remaining, whereas the Emperor brought 798 men. He had more men, and he only lost 165. As we can see, Volkmar's swordsman got 0 kills, the halberdiers got 10, the flagellants got 18. The best performing unit was the Outriders. Volkmar himself scored 10, but then you go to the other side, Karl Franz got 37. The handgunners 44, the demigriffs 84, 74 for the mortars alone. A lot of casualties caused there. So yeah, this post-battle breakdown is something I should probably do for the future ones, definitely for the Grand Tournament. But as you can see, the numbers speak for themselves. And remember, everybody, these are random matches put together by the AI on auto generation with the same amount of points. So as you can see, the ranking systems there of where the XP was applied by the AI is evident. You can see that some units were XP rank 3, others were XP rank 2 or had no XP at all. The Demigriff Knights on the Emperor's side were XP rank 4, for instance. So yeah, it was a very different affair. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you a little later in the week for this one, for the second round of the Empire tournament. But until then, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Bye bye.